what's the like the breaking point, the tipping point for steel? Like, how big does the deck have to be where it makes total sense to just go with steel?
Well, I feel like Scott kind of touched on that, but it wasn't. There was no answer.
There was
It
no
like-
number.
it was like if you're trying to achieve a certain amount of span and you by using steel don't need a second beam or something, then right away it's like but that doesn't necessarily mean 100 square feet or 300 square feet or whatever. It's more the shape maybe of the deck than anything. The spans you're trying to cover maybe.
For me, it's kind of like a dollar value. I think as soon as you get to 20,000, it's just like now it's easy. Now it's an easy
So
sell.
there's that too, I think, right? Like, but
Right.
in sheer scale, it's easier to swallow the premium on a large project than it is on a small project.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all perspective. I guess those higher budgets might always consider it because it's not like it might be 10% more on the overall project, even though the steel itself is like, 2.5 times, maybe, depending on what system you're using. It might not be, but even if it was, but the framing's also the cheapest part of the deck to begin with. So on a $20,000 deck, you've probably only got $3,500 of framing.
Yep.
Right? Like it's probably 10 or 15% of the job. So if it's $20,000 or $23,500, you're not going from like unaffordable to affordable. It's you're still talking to the right people.
Yep.
So and the benefits of it, as we discussed last week, are numerous. So it's an easy to me.
And
after talking to Scott, I'm like, that's an easy sell.
I
for
was
any
just
larger
watching
project.
Jason Russell this morning, and he's got a video in his stories about like him and his 4 guys lifting a beam up, and they got like a beam jack and all this stuff. I commented on it, was like, dude, I really think you should start considering steel. Like the amount of time you're spending on this is like, you should do steel.
Well, and like, so
my new plan is to just comment on all of his posts and be like, with steel, you wouldn't have had to do that. With steel, you wouldn't have had to do that.
from a contractor's perspective, if you want to build those really big projects, be exclusive in steel because you've already pre-qualified your clients.
Yep.
Jeez.
See,
Well, it's like I
come sit
learned
on this
stuff.
side. Come sit on this side.
Yeah. I mean, pull a chair up to the table, son. Let's get this guy in here.